Oh shit. Dropping food. Dropping food, y'all. I don't even see it. Welcome to anybody who watches this in the playback. I'm not even being greedy right now. Hold on. It's blurry. Okay. Oh yeah, that's super blurry. Welcome, you guys. So I'm only going to be on here for a hot second. So I know the majority of you guys are going to watch this in the playback. And yeah. So I'm gonna probably have to talk about this in more than one video, more than one live, because I can't be on here too long. My phone is not charged enough. But I just wanted to kind of just get the ball rolling on something. I'm sure some of you guys for sure are gonna understand where I'm coming from. But I've been wanting to talk about this for a while, but I saw something that got the ball rolling. Okay, so I'm gonna get the ball rolling right now. And this has been something that's been talked about. I don't know why I'm like, okay, get into it, Indigo. Okay. There are things in life from the time a person is young, meaning a child, definitely going into the age of being an adolescent, a teenager, because teenage years is where peer pressure comes in. There are going to always be things in your energy or environment that is going to be, like the energy of temptation. I used to tell somebody years ago that everything that tempts you is not meant for you to experience because it's Pandora's box. Once you open that energy, bam. And I don't know if this person thought I was being judgmental, but I'm telling you from a place of genuine love. That everything that you mess with, everything that you're tempted by ain't meant to be messed with. And that's just some facts. And a lot of you guys understand that. When it comes to, and I'm not a homosexual, so I'm not speaking from a place of being a homosexual. I'm speaking from a place of observing, being observant for all my life, for 40-some years, okay? Because a lot of people have the perspective that it's okay to experiment, and everybody has their own way of looking at things. Let me stop because I feel like I'm beating around the bush. Let me get right to it. When it comes to people who really identify with being homosexual and they're open, like they're not hiding it from anybody, they're not worried about judgment, they're living in their truth, they're open, they're free, they've accepted whatever they need to accept, okay? I know some of you guys have heard stories about people, even as a child, they've accepted that they were homosexuals. Nothing wrong with that. You can't tell somebody how to live their life. You can't tell somebody how to love, who they should be attracted to. If something is in you, if something is really in you and you try to, work through it and process it and it's still there, then that just might be who you are, okay? That's not what I'm talking about tonight. That's not. What I'm talking about is people who pretend when they're around people, certain people. So you got a group of people over here. I'm this way when I'm around this people, but when I'm over here, I'm this way. It's the energy of the like being down low, the DL man. That understanding has been, or that phrase, or rather, it's been around for a long time. Okay, down low. Should have never, and I know people are going to say, well, Black men who are homosexuals, undercover homosexuals, it's hard for them to come out because things that listen, everything in life, not say everything, there are going to be a lot of things in life that cause adversity. Like if you're meant to do something different, then you got to do something different. Just keeping it real, as an adult, I don't know nobody who's had it easy. Now, definitely not saying that being a man of color is not easy to function in if you are a homosexual. I'm not trying to be like that, but I can see it in men. Men that aren't like out and open with their truth. I can see it like something is off, like maybe bisexuality, homosexuality. I can see it. And it's not just the energy of having disdain towards women, it's other stuff, you know? But I don't want to go too deep. I'm just saying, listen, this is what I want to say. Where we talk about spirituality on this channel, on this platform, it's very important for me, for you guys to understand, to be yourself in the most authentic way possible. I'm not saying, I don't know if I have somebody who watches this video at any given time, because you know, I might have low views tomorrow, but a year from now, this video may go whatever. Identify in your truth. There have been many people, colored people, who have stood in leadership positions as being a revolutionary, and many other titles, okay, that have faced drastic consequences from speaking their truth. Okay. So for me to hear that somebody can't come out, do like, and be who they truly are based on how the world is going to perceive them, and what, if there's violence that could come against them or any type of negative consequence, I can't get with that, because just from what I just said, okay, just from the reason I just said, if you're meant to, especially, let me just say this also, okay? For a person who had to find their joy, I'm different, and everybody around me knows this. Was it uncomfortable at first? Yes, because I come from and just keeping it real, okay? I come from a very judgmental family. And being that they are judgmental comes from the fact that they just don't know certain stuff. But this is the age of information. That, you know what I'm saying? In terms of like how long the internet been out here, there's no excuse for anybody to be in the Twilight era or be in the Stone era. Like, you can enlighten yourself and educate yourself every freaking day. Okay? Now, going into the spiritual walk, let's talk about that. For those people who say, I can't be open in my sexuality, because I'm not saying that women have not said this, but you mainly hear it from men of color that say they can't be themselves because they're going to be judged, they're going to be possibly attacked, physically assaulted, killed, or whatever the case is. That is facts. People have dealt with that, but people have been dealing with assault, rape, just from not saying shit, not walking in office, like, things happen to me. Things have happened to people in my life that are very close to me. So you can't use that as an excuse, and that's not a guarantee. It's because you come out and you feel like you're not supported. You be your own support. There's nothing more powerful and strong and will put you in a position of just power, you guys, than when you stand in your own self, than when you represent yourself authentically. There are a lot of, plenty. I see them in real life, you know what I'm saying? I see them on TV, on social media, people who have platforms, and they talk about very intelligent Black men, melanated men, who have a platform and are homosexuals. So it's very misleading to put that type of rhetoric out there and say, I can't be myself because I don't want to face any dire consequences for being, you're being yourself. You're being yourself. And also, like I said, let me just say this, because I was just about to say, the spiritual aspect of it, call on your ancestors. See, a lot of people are into religion they're going to be shifting. A lot of people are going to be shifting out of religion into opening themselves up. But there's protection that you can call on in the highest form. Say you are somebody who's struggling with, you know, walking in your authenticity, you know, being yourself, you know, being honest with who you truly are. There's ways you can call on protection for yourself where you don't have to be out here. Even when I'm by myself in the 3D, I am surrounded by abundance of protection spiritually. Do not use it as an excuse. I don't know who, I set the intention strongly that this video reaches whomever it needs to reach in the most powerful way, Ashe. I send you guys love and strength and compassion because, like I said, first of all, I'm not a man. Okay? Hi, baby. Matthew, get out the live because that's why I asked you to go in the room, okay? Get off the live, baby. I'm not a man and I'm not a homosexual. I'm definitely not an undercover homosexual. So I'm not speaking from that perspective. I'm speaking from a place of, like I said, observing and having observed certain things for a long time. And also watching that video I watched a little while ago. It's deceitful and it's wrong for men. And I know there's men that still get down like this who have women and families and they portray this one, you know, part of them that's, you know, heterosexual, this and that, you know, and then they have this other life. And a lot of people live double lives, not just with homosexuality or whatever, but I'm talking about in different areas, excuse me, in their lives. Be yourself. If you need help with coaching, inspiration, just somebody to talk to, just somebody who is going to listen to you, y'all can hit me up. You guys can email me every time I post a video. My email address is in the description box. But I know this, even if you're a woman who's watching this and you struggle with coming to terms with who you are on any level, it doesn't just have to be with sexuality. It can be anything. Bam, I'm here. I'm here. I've had to accept a lot of things about myself. A lot of things that were really hard to accept about myself. A lot. Where I've had to break down and cry and scream and just ask why. And I was meant to be different. I was meant to walk a different path. My whole life has to be the opposite of what the majority of this world is. Or Western society, this side of the world, America. I have to be. And I have to be confident, not faking it. No, absolutely not. Completely and authentically, I gotta be who the hell I'm supposed to be. This is why I can come from this position of encouraging you to be who you are and walking your authenticity. And not care about what anybody thinks about you, how they pin you up and oh, this person is this way, this person is always gonna be this way, or whatever the case is, fucking with your mental, your self-esteem, and your confidence. Even your emotional well-being. You allow that when you allow people's perceptions and opinions to dig at you and come at you in an aggressive manner and step you in a place, say, no, you're like this. I'm comfortable with you being like this, so you can't be nothing else. That's bogus. Absolutely bogus. Who are you outside of me to tell me how I should be? That don't even make sense. It doesn't make sense. I want you guys to be who you are. We have enough fakes and frauds in this life, in this world. It's enough people out here masquerading at things and people that they aren't and are deep down broke down. I don't care, listen, I don't care how a person makes it look on the outside. A lot of times you can see it. If yo, Peniel, you know what I'm saying? You connected. You can see through it. It was a person, I'm not going to say who it is, that I saw through one day. And this person carried themselves in a very confident manner. But that wasn't a truth. You know? It takes time, especially when you have wounds from your childhood. That shit don't just wipe away like that. Therapy ain't even gonna get to it like that. You gotta go in that shadow work. You gotta dig and you gotta root, like my grandmother used to say, to find the core. Because it could be something that you're not even consciously remembering or aware of that happened sometime in your life, that left a powerful imprint on how you conduct yourself in life and why you choose to be in a box and not live authentically and free and have joy. And then we have children, and then we're passing on those same scars and wounds to them. Let your children see, even if you have children as you're on this awakening like myself, let them see you grow. Let them see you come into your true self. Let them see you heal. Stop giving up. A lot of you guys care what people think about y'all. You do. It's going to trigger somebody. You deeply care about what people think. And then people ain't doing it. They ain't going to talk about you regardless. Whether you yourself, whether you're faking it, whether you're pretending, they're going to still talk about you, or whether you walking in your truth. So why not walk in your truth? Be your authentic self and at least have joy. Because if you're pretending to be somebody else, people still going to talk shit about you and you're lacking joy. You don't even feel good about yourself because you're not being who you are. When you're walking in the light of not being who you are, you do not have joy, period. You might have happy moments, but you're just not, joy is something people can't take away from you. They can't rip it away. Happiness is fleeting. It comes and it goes. When you have joy, when you're sustained in joy, that's it. Okay? So I'm getting ready to get off, you guys, because like I said, my battery is low. If you guys ever need somebody to talk to, vent to, book a session, I will work with you if you can't pay a large amount. I'm not weird like that. Oh, yeah, pay me this, and you can't. Be honest with me because I can see it. I'll be able to know. Okay? I love you guys. Strongest energy of love, power, strength, resilience, perseverance, abundance in all areas of your life, and prosperity. Ashe. Love you guys.